Columbus, Ohio. A top 8 showdown. Both teams hoping to fight their way into the college football playoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Rutgers offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run inside. It's Morris. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that stuff. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Wants to throw. It's Coffee. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Francis. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10 playoff positioning. All the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention. Both teams high.
Oh, a lot of space. He's at the... And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
On the run, it's Urlacher. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and they had to work for it. A nice little juke, and he'll have 7 on that one. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Looking for a man. It's Daly. Here's Here's the pressure. Trying to get away. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
And on the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Third and 6 yards to go. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. Steps into this one and unleashes a booming punt. My goodness. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking for a gap. It's Meredith. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. Hey, he's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And
might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Looking for open space. It's Morris. Inside the 35. There he goes. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Neutral zone infraction. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Daly. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The screen, he's got wheels. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Coffee. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone infraction. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5.
Ready? Red 54, red 54. Ready to go. Go.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field. You have no idea who's going to jump on it. That's oftentimes how you see scooping scores. He's lucky he was able to recover his own fumble.
Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Daly. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Slings it downfield. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's John. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
At the end of that last play, there is still a Scarlet Knight player who is yet to get up. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Daly. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Now facing a third and long. They just keep firing. Unloads it left. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. On his way back from the 20. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. That's caught. It's Francis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Morris. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out and you can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
He makes a catch, ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Hands it off on the counter. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. It's McKenzie. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And he makes the extra point.
Rutgers 24, Ohio State 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Daly. Quick strike complete. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
This is why there's a lot of receivers that go alligator arms and they start tiptoeing over the middle of the field because you don't want to be living where these big physical linebackers are. This guy, though, completely fearless, crosses the defender's face. He makes the catch, gets absolutely laid out by the linebacker, but he holds on anyway.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's caught. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Urlacher. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Takes a shot as he lets it go.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What a grab with one hand. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Under fire. And that one is right on target if his target was the 1st row.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Looking to pass. It's Daly. Got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. DB's right up on the receivers. He's got him. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Oh, they're after him. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the second quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room.
You never want to make a mistake right before the half and change the momentum of the football game. So I get it. Sometimes you want to be patient. Sometimes you want to be a little bit conservative, and obviously they're taking the conservative route.
And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with Ryan Day at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Daly. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
And that's not going to be a first down. He stopped just millimeters away from moving the chains. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets open down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Grabs it in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Trying to keep the drive alive. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to pass, it's Coffee. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. Trying to get the edge. It's Morris. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Carter. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Swings it out to his running back. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You throw in the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again.
Blue 22, blue 22, go! Let it go! Let it go!
Off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Strickland. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To the air, it's Daly. Caught. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Short pickup of 4 on 1st down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw again. Grab near the sticks. It's John. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Looking for space. It's Meredith. Turning it on. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morris. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
To the ground. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that one was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that, caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
Looking downfield, it's Coffee. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, he gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
He's got the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Snagged in the middle. It's Strickland. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Urlacher. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Hauls it in. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the air, it's Daly. Under fire. Finds a tight end. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Buckeyes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Handoff to the single running back. Makes it past the marker. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. The Scarlet Knights have their offense in high gear. Right back to the well. Here's a little room there. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense has it. They're on the move.
It's a big mountain to climb, but the defense helping themselves.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He takes the knee, and the undefeated season continues. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.